This is the diary. Now I want to know if that Sun TV was voiced by Tina from Bob's Burgers the whole time. Because I only started watching Bob's Burgers like last year, and this poor guy always somehow gets, even though he's technically playing a boy in this, he's also kind of playing a girl at some point. Like, he imagines himself as the girl and stuff. Or maybe it's good for him. Maybe it's freeing. I don't know.
It's like girls playing boys.
Yeah.
It happens all the time.
Oh, no, I know. He's hilarious in Bob's Burgers. And that's like all I could see throughout this episode. But because it's like the exact same voice. It's just this depressed like 14-year-old just always talks like this, especially when she goes, no! Like everything's that monotone. But anyway, so he finally goes outside because he doesn't go outside that much, and comes across this diary of this girl that he doesn't know, gets really sucked in, and some pages are missing. He wants to know how it ends. So he goes kind of looking for answers. Jake gets involved as well. And eventually, through all these strange turns of events, including someone who created this box with two dancing kitties and somehow could predict from the box that she did things in caves, says where she is. And they go find the cave, find out how the story ends. She becomes a nurse and is Nurse Poundcake. And then they're wondering whether or not they should find the boyfriend, Justin, and he's like, nah. And it just ends there. And even the ripped out pages weren't really anything. They were just like angry rantings about Justin. So, yeah, there's a couple interesting things going on in this, I think. With, he's getting so sucked into the story, to a point where it's like he's not seeing what's happening to her. He's interpreting it as him. He's seeing himself as her. And I guess the first thing I really thought of, even though I'm sure this kind of stuff has happened before, with a lot of like online stuff where you can sort of be different characters and create these worlds and stuff. This is something Adventure Time's talked about a couple times. Where you can sort of be this different identity, be this different person, be a different gender, be a different species, you can be a different anything, and get really, really sucked in.
I want to be Doug.
I want to be just... Oh, no, I don't. I'd have to drink Blue Mountain Dew the whole time.
That's true. I can't drink Dew. Screw that.
You don't drink the Dew. You do the Dew. If there's anyone I believe actually does the Dew, it would be you.
I need some alone time with my Dew.
I get the feeling because that's always kind of thing they're talking about more and more, is how sucked in can you get into your fantasies. Because fantasies are very healthy, very helpful. Great writers do it, and people just working through things do it, pretend like they're different people to get through stuff. But other people just reject their reality to be someone else, and especially with the internet and, just becoming these different identities, and with this whole awareness now of of transgenders and people that believe they were born a different gender or a different identity and stuff. I mean, so much of this, there's such an awareness to it, where I think right now it's a very fun gray ground, a gray line where it's like, where is okay, like this is totally fine, acceptable, at what point is it like, no, you gotta leave your room and be you, kind of thing. You're not, Wolfie McFox or whatever. You need to go outside to be somebody else, or be yourself, I should say. So yeah, I like that they dealt more with just, it's a diary, it's not something online, it's not technology, it's just something as simple as the writings of someone that did exist. So it's not even like pretending to be someone that doesn't exist, which I think made it even more interesting. And some of it they surprisingly got right, like the crab hand. Yeah. That killed me. I even found a cure for my crab hand. I liked it. I like that he wanted to find what happened to her, and it was kind of perfectly anticlimactic, I think. Like, it sounds like it's going to build to something big, but it's like, I just ran away for a cave for a little bit, got over it, became a nurse, and lives the life of a nurse, seems to be doing well. And then when it came to finding Justin, it's probably just the same thing. Like, just either A, I'm just so tired of looking for the other person I'm done, or B, just like, well, the other one was so anticlimactic, that'll probably be anticlimactic too. And like I say, even just the 3 pages being torn out. Wait, those 3 pages? Oh yeah, that was just getting mad about Justin's.
Yeah.
I love how anticlimactic that was. I thought that was both really funny and just so true to life sometimes. You think it's gonna be these grand answers, and sometimes it's just general shit. Honestly, it's usually the stuff you think is going to be general shit that has, like, the weird, big and friggin' big and, I'm tired, answers. Thank you. Friggin' bagger, shaggin' wabbit! So, no, I thought it was a lot of fun. What are your thoughts?
I just want to know what the hell you were just saying before that.
I was Yosemite Sam! Dang damn it!
See, this is the perfect example of someone escaping
I'm
someone else.
Yosemite Sam now. Utah, I'm just going to sleep.
No, the episode was fine. I mean, actually, you pretty much cleared this one up. I don't think there's anything more to it.
No, you always gotta say something deeper. You always do.
I want to go down to the...
Not like that! Bring your face over here so I can slap it.
Oh, there you go. Wait, why did I do that? No, I think it's you hit the nail on the head with the whole people trying to escape into something that they're not, and TV uses it as an escape. Oh, I want to say this really quickly. In the beginning, when TV is playing a video game and it comes up and it, happens, Doug said specifically, "Oh, that's Dragon
Warrior, not Zelda."
And I want to say I'm so happy because I'm tired of the internet only knowing like 5 Nintendo games. They only know
Nintendo awareness.
They only know Mario, Zelda, Metroid. What other ones?
Donkey Kong?
Yeah, and like Pomon. But I mean, like, I'm so glad that Doug's like, "Oh, that's like Dragon Warrior." It's like, yes.
Well, to be fair, at first I thought it was Zelda 2, but then when the little square came up, I'm just like, "Oh, that's Dragon Warrior." Okay. For the record, I hated Dragon Warrior. No, because it was an RPG. That was actually the first RPG I was introduced to. I'm like, this is bullshit. Just stab it. Would you like to stab it? Yes. Breathe fire on you. The fuck is this? Just show it to me. I want to fight back. Would you like? I don't want to type. I don't want to say yes. I want to stab the fucking thing. So,
actually, that's the only thing that did bother me about that game. When you walked up the stairs, you had to like go to the menu and actually select to go downstairs. I'm like,
would you like to do the next stair? Yes. Would you like to do the next stair? Yes.
But I did love the game. I did. I fully did.
I know it's for RPGs. It's fine. Like I said, I just don't get RPGs.
But no, like it's almost like anyone getting into a book, getting so drawn up into that book that it becomes like almost part of themselves. But like the fact that it was someone who actually wrote this, I think it makes it a little bit more fun. I also do. I still love the whole. Yeah, like I had a crab. There's a crab hand, and this happened, and then this happened, and this happened, and then it actually did happen.
Yeah,
I love.
Well, at least the crab hand happened. We got that part. At least was true. The rest was a little vague. We don't know if it did, but with the because like you said, people have gotten sucked into books. There's been tons of the stories or whatever of people getting sucked into, fiction before the internet, before these. But I think there is something to, it's much easier to happen now. It's much more available and accessible and even bigger to make these realities seem like realities. So I think that's why there's even more attention now and they're drawing even more focus on it. It's because even though this stuff did happen before, I think it was with probably a smaller group, and now because it's much more accessible and anyone can just go live in a fantasy world now. I mean, these worlds are just fully developed and there's tons of people that will support you and be like, yeah, that's who you are, great, and then you make up your character, and that's something where it's like, I honestly do not have a problem if you do. I think like I said, I think it's very healthy. You can work through a lot of stuff that way. But I think
they're all terrible human beings.
There's definitely that thin line, though, where, how far do you go to where it gets unhealthy. It starts damaging
Yeah.
your real life. You know, and I think that's sort of what it's talking about, because it did get him outside. It got him doing stuff. But he was also kind of rejecting his reality to a point where he couldn't even tell what reality was.
Yeah, he was also, like, rolling around in the dirt going, ah!
Yeah. No! So I like that. I like it kind of blurred the line, and he does kind of come back, and now I'm curious if he actually will continue to go outside or not. If he'll just stay in his room the whole time and play video games. Probably, but like once in a while he'll like maybe go outside and look for another diary or something. I don't know.
Actually, it's almost like that. I think it's the whole anticlimactic. Ooh, I'm on an adventure. That's the end. I'm done.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm gonna go.
But at least maybe he'll go find like another adventure some point. You know, probably baby steps for him. But yeah. So no, I liked it. I like ones that deal with sort of the both identity and reality and how tightly knit they are. And like I said, what's fun and helpful and what's damaging and clearly denial. So
I kind of saw possibly tiny connection to fanfic.
Oh yeah, no.
Because if you get to that point where like he needed more, like what he had wasn't enough. He needed more. He wanted to figure out what it was. So he kind of created his own story and kind of kept going with it and everything. And instead of it being this picture of someone else, it was a picture of him in a dress.
Yeah, and he even says me. What happened to me? And then Jake's like, wait, did you say me? And I like that. I really like that blurring the line.
And it's kind of like a fanfic where someone's like, oh, I like this, but I'm going to add more to it.
I think if they didn't do that and they just kept it that he wanted to find out about this girl and what happened to her, and he kept saying her and what happened to... when he starts saying me, that makes it more interesting. That makes it more relevant now, in my opinion. It makes it more intriguing.
Yeah.
So, no, I thought it was a good episode. Definitely really, really good. So, that's the last time you'll see us both wearing red again, unless we, color code next time, too, which is totally possible.
Until next week.
Until next week.
Yes.
No, wait, no, we got our dates mixed up. Until next year.
Yeah.
Next year is when you'll see all of these. And you'll just have to wait and see if we actually do mean that or not. Are we that cruel? You'll just have to wait and see. So, that's about it. And
okay, can we just, skip the next 7 and do 7 others, and then a year from now, post those 7?
and just act like, or never even show them, just act like... skip these huge episodes that everyone will know our opinions on. It's like, well, you know what we thought of that, so anyway. Or
can we, start doing a different show, but do it as if it's adventure? Like, we'll do Everybody Loves Raymond.
Well, we kind of did that with Milo.
No, actually review it, though. Look, there's Jake. He looks really weird. I didn't know. Why is he kissing Finn?
That's true. Or we could just end them in the middle without any kind of end.